năm xưa bên nhau bước trong chiều mưa, phiếm ru nhẹ đưa bên cũ đam mê say sưa, lá thu còn rơi, người xa vắng rồi. Mắt biếc năm xưa này đâu, cánh sao còn đây, tóc mây nào bay. Phố vắng mênh mông mưa rơi, ước mơ nào nguôi, tình đã phai rồi. Tình yêu như mây khói thoáng theo gió buồn mơ hồ. Tình yêu như giông tố qua phố điều hiu, nhớ dáng xưa yêu kiều trong chiều nhạt nắng cung đàn mỏi đi, chờ nhau trong tê tái. Mắt biết năm xưa này đâu, bên ga tình liêu vắng xa người yêu. Lá úa đơn côi bơ vơ cuốn theo chiều rơi, người xa vắng rồi. Dĩ vãng như bao cung tơ lướt theo chiều mưa, kết muôn bài thơ. Nuối tiếc yêu đương xa xưa, tháng năm nào trôi để như những buồn. Mây khói thoáng theo gió buồn mơ hồ. Tình yêu như giông tố qua phố điều hiu, nhớ dáng xưa yêu kiều trong chiều nhạt nắng cung đàn mỏi đi, chờ nhau trong tê tái. Mắt biết năm xưa này đâu, bên ga tình liêu vắng xa người yêu. Lá úa đơn côi bơ vơ cuốn theo chiều rơi, người xa vắng rồi. Dĩ vãng như bao cung tơ lướt trong chiều mưa, kết muôn bài thơ. Nuối tiếc yêu đương xa xưa, tháng năm nào trôi để như những buồn. Tình yêu như kiếp mây
tuổi xa vắng nhìn cha, thương cha chỉ lớn không thành. Biển sóng thét gào, một ngày nhớ mẹ sóng trào khơi xa. Trời gió mây ngàn, một ngày khóc mẹ trăng tàn sao rơi. Mẹ ơi thế giới mênh mông không bằng nhà mình. Tuổi thơ như chiếc gối em cho tuổi già úp mặt. Ngày xưa chị hát vu vơ những câu ca cổ cho em nằm mơ. Ngày xưa mẹ đắp cho con tấm khăn quàng cổ ấm hơi mẹ tôi. Ngày xưa bên giường cha nằm, mẹ ngồi xa vắng nhìn cha, thương cha chỉ lớn không thành. Biển sóng thét gào, một ngày nhớ mẹ sóng trào khơi xa. Trời gió mây ngàn, một ngày khóc mẹ trăng tàn sao rơi. Mẹ ơi thế giới mênh mông không bằng nhà mình. Dù cho phú quý vinh quang không bằng có mẹ. Trèo lên dãy núi thiên thai ôi à, mẹ tôi trong áng mây vàng. Mẹ ơi hãy dắt con theo ôi à, để con mãi mãi bên mẹ. Mẹ ơi thế giới mênh mông không bằng nhà mình. Dù cho phú quý vinh quang không bằng có mẹ. Biển sóng thét gào, một ngày nhớ mẹ sóng trào khơi xa. Trời gió mây ngàn, một ngày khóc mẹ trăng tàn sao rơi. Trèo lên dãy núi thiên thai ôi à, mẹ tôi về đâu. Ngàn năm mây trắng bay theo ôi à, mẹ tôi về đâu. Trèo lên dãy núi thiên thai
thân ơi, số kiếp nhân sinh chỉ là cõi tạm trần gian. Dù anh và tôi ai sang giàu ai gian khó, mai xa kiếp con người về với cát bụi mơ thì cũng đều đôi tay trắng. Đời là phù du, ta sống hôm nay đâu biết về ngày mai sau. Hãy dành cho nhau bao nhiêu niềm vui đáng có, không ganh ghét hận thù, chẳng gian dối lọc lừa vì kiếp người sẽ vội qua. Người ơi hãy nhớ ta là cát bụi, sẽ về cát bụi thì xin đừng toan tính thiệt hơn. Đời như thoáng mơ được mất ta đâu ngờ, hỏi ai có bao giờ không trở về cát bụi đâu. Cuộc đời là bao, hãy mến thương nhau với bằng tất cả con tim. Để rồi một mai khi ta lìa xa nhân thế, không lo lắng u buồn, chẳng nỗi tiếc muộn phiền truyền thế sự nơi trần ai. Đời là phù du, ta sống hôm nay đâu biết về ngày mai sau. Hãy dành cho nhau bao nhiêu niềm vui đáng có, không ganh ghét hận thù, chẳng gian dối lọc lừa vì kiếp người sẽ vội qua. Người ơi hãy nhớ ta là cát bụi, sẽ về cát bụi thì xin đừng toan tính thiệt hơn. Đời như thoáng mơ được mất ta đâu ngờ, hỏi ai có bao giờ không trở về cát bụi đâu. Cuộc đời là bao, hãy mến thương nhau với bằng tất cả con tim. Để rồi một mai khi ta lìa xa nhân thế, không lo lắng u buồn, chẳng nỗi tiếc muộn phiền truyền thế sự nơi trần ai. Để rồi một mai khi ta lìa xa nhân thế, không lo lắng u buồn, chẳng nỗi tiếc muộn phiền truyền thế sự nơi trần ai.
kiếp dòng chơi, hạt bụi nào hóa kiếp thân tôi, để một mai tôi về làm cát bụi. Ôi cát bụi mệt nhoài, tiếng động nào gõ nhịp khôn nguôi. Bao nhiêu năm làm kiếp con người, chợt một chiều tóc trắng như vôi. Lá úa trên cao rụng đầy, cho trăm năm vào chết một ngày. Mặt trời nào soi sáng tim tôi, để tình yêu say mòn thành đá cuội. Xin úm mặt bụi ngùi, từng ngày qua mỏi ngóng tin vui. Cùng rừng nào lá xác xơ cây, từ vực sâu nghe lời mời đã dậy. Ôi cát bụi phần này, vết mực nào xóa bỏ không hay. Mặt trời nào soi sáng tim tôi, để tình yêu say mòn thành đá cuội. Xin úp mặt bụi ngùi, từng ngày qua mỏi ngóng tin vui. Cùng rừng nào lá xác xơ cây, từ vực sâu nghe lời mời đã dậy. Ôi cát bụi phần này, vết mực nào xóa bỏ không hay.
Okay, yeah, okay. My name is Eugene Nix. I'm Todd's brother-in-law. This is my wife Kim. This is sister. And we got some people like to say a few things. Adam was one of his best friends. He would like to say a few words.
My name is Adam Wooden, and Tang was my first friend that I met when I moved down to Texas, and he was my best friend. Tang was the kind of guy that was loud, brutally honest, sometimes obnoxious, but he's the most loyal guy I've ever known, and he would be there for you no matter what. When Harvey hit, my mom lived down in Dickinson, and I lived on the other side of Houston, and we couldn't get there. And all of our other family lived out of town, and the day after the floods receded to where my mom could get home from UTMB, Tom was there, helping her by herself, and he went to help her tear out the sheetrock in her flooded house. She was 2 months from retirement. Her house was up for sale, and nobody told Tom. He just showed up at my mom's house, and he did whatever he had to do to help my mom. He was family. You know, we weren't blood related, but he was my family. He lived with me. He lived with my brother in Oklahoma right before he went to Iraq. And no matter how little I saw him over the last 10 years because of distance, we would talk on the phone. It was as if we were kids again, getting in trouble, which we did a lot. He was a good man. When he got married and had kids, I seen a change in Tom that it was unbelievable. He dedicated himself to his family, his wife, and his kids, and I had 3 daughters, and Tang had Tang Jr. And boy, he could not wait to rub that in either. And then he had another son. He's like, man, you're just doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I'm like, Tang. But he was like that. And it didn't matter how long we hadn't seen each other, even if we didn't talk for a couple of months. Pick up the phone, and when we talked, it was just like we'd been hanging out yesterday. And I think we all kind of know that that's the kind of man he was. Now, I've been asked to say something on behalf of Angie Butler, his niece, which was more like a sister because they were close in age. So these are her words. There has never been a moment in my life without Tang. My parents said I was about 2 when Tang moved in with us. At that time, he spoke no English at all. You could probably argue he barely spoke English now, but my first memories are of him braiding my hair as a young girl. He even learned to French braid. He was always a large part of my support system growing up. He always had my back. If someone would be picking on me, he'd be like, which one? Point him out. That was my oldest brother. Let's be honest, me and Tang were a bit of wild teenagers. Can't say we stuck to all the rules and, well, the laws even. However, those were some of my best memories. I always tell my parents it was a small price to pay. We all turned out well. Tang was literally always calm, cool, and collected. He spoke the truth, regardless if that aligned with your opinions. He never held back his honesty, which is why most people loved him. He was an amazing brother, but also an amazing uncle. He spent 2 weeks living at my house on an air mattress after I had my daughter Layla, just to spend time with my son Brendan. By doing this, it helped me to recover and focus on my newborn. He really took to mentoring Brendan during his younger years, and Tang held that time in his heart all these years. There is no doubt that if you know Tang, you know one thing: he was hilarious. You didn't just grin or smile around him, you belly laughed every single time you were around him. Or let's not forget his famous smoked brisket he always special requested at every holiday and family function. Fast forward a little and he became a husband and a father. I've never seen him grow up so fast and love so much. He never truly grew up, but he pretended really well. He was an amazing dad and a great provider to his family. Oh yeah, one last thing. I used to get so angry and mad when he would pinch my cheek so hard and literally away from my cheekbone. I know all the kids in his life know exactly what I'm talking about. Dare I say, I miss that. If you knew him for a short while or your entire life, you were truly blessed to call him friend. Tang, you are going to be missed, but I know you will always be with me, and I will see you in heaven.
This is as though Nikki, she'd like to say a few words.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming. He used to tell me that everybody would call him the meanest person they've ever met, but I know deep in my heart that he was the kindest soul. Thank you for coming. My dad would always talk about his funeral and how the people that are here are going to sell up to others. So, thank you.
Would anybody else like to say anything?
Hi, my name is Scott Lamb, and I would like to behalf of the engineer family to say thank you, everybody. We have a lot of support from our management team, Nathan, Juan, and Harger. And I would like to thank Kim and Jean and Yim, his wife, and Nikki and Junior and Eli. Welcome to their family. I met Tang 4.5 years ago when I first moved from Philadelphia to Texas. And we hit it off right away. And turned out that Thanh and I lived pretty close in our hometown in Vietnam. And we always joking around, say, hey, when are we gonna plan to retire? When I have a property over there already, why don't you get one? And I said, no problem, I will get it from my parents. We can, party all night and all that. That's what we just say, but Thanh is always, like Adam said before, he's honest. He tells you like it is, whether, and he's very hard-headed person. And, he always had to be the right person. And I always remind him, I said, Tom, I'm older than you, remember that. He said, so what? It doesn't matter. So that's the type of a person, but Thanh is, people don't realize that he's a family man. Like he said, when Nikki was born and he changed his personality, and I was happened to get to know him and my wife too, and we go out for dinner, like Nikki, myself, and Yim, and the 2 kids, and we have fun, we talk about it, and it happened on Sunday, and my wife could not believe it, and she devastating, and like I said, we appreciated everything that the company done for him, and as you can see, all the friends that he has have been here for him, and I'm going to try my best to, to support, not, financially, anything, but, to be there for Nikki and the 2 kids, whatever they need. And that's the thing I told him and, his sister and his brother-in-law, and I told Hannah and Eli and Junior, I make sure that they be financially and everything be okay. If they need anything, I will be there for them. And once again, thank you everybody for coming for Thanh, and Thanh, I will see you soon. Yeah, Josh, you want to say something, Josh?
Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Cook. Me and Tom worked together for about, say, 7-8 years. He was tough. He meant what he said and said what he meant. Always honest, always straight to the point. But we always clowned and had our perfect moments, good or bad. So just wanted to say a few good words about Tang.
Anybody else?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Raleigh Jordan. I worked with Tang for several years as safety coordinator at the plant. Tang and I always had a lot of good time laughing and talking, but he's very, very opinionated, which we got along very well. A lot of times I lost, a lot of times he lost, but for the most part, we always would come together at the end and go our separate ways and laugh and hoopla at each other as we pass each other by. So Tang was someone you could go talk to if you really wanted the truth. You may not want to hear it, but you definitely could go and talk to him He really wanted the truth. So Tom's going to be very, very, very missed, very missed. I don't care what other people may say. He's going to be missed because of his attitude and his kindness. So we're going to miss you, Tom.
Hey guys, I'm Teddy. It was me, Tom, and Adam in sophomore year. Now, let me clarify, sophomore year in high school, not college, and I have to clarify that because there's no way we got through this would have made it together in college. We haven't known each other that long. And the thing about Tom that really doesn't leave you is his voice. Everyone knows what Tom sounds like. Life happens when we have kids, and I talked to this guy 15 years later, and I already knew it wasn't my fault. And that same tenacity, that same passion, and that same accent. And I miss it, and you never get tired of it. It's encouraging, and it was hilarious. When we were younger, it was fun. It was a lot of running around, a lot of hoodlum stuff. But then as you got older, it shifted to responsible time. Who would have thought? But he did really, really great, with his family. His daughter's wonderful, Nikki, and, with support of all of us, she'll finish high school and she can go off to college and help with the family, as all of us will, It's a different chapter in life, but even our own family, my daughter was 10 years old when she lost her mom, but she still made it through. And all these guys can make it too. We're all here to help. But with Tom, he'll be missed and he won't be replaced. But thanks for the memories, man. It always gets better from here on out. It's a good way to live. Thanks, guys.
Anybody else like to say something?
Donna? He's just friend.
You were looking for him, so I could He's looking.
Well, just about everything everybody just said about him is true. We had fun together. We just had a little fishing trip here a while back, and we was planning more for this fall. I just talked to him a couple of weeks ago, and he was ribbing me about getting the damn vaccine. But I just want to say that ever since he came to work, we've been friends. We get it all right, but we both smart asses. And just the way it is. And I love him. And we'll see him again. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is HঘP. I've been working with Tang and everybody here as a team. As Coach has said a lot, and everybody, my job is to make sure that everybody in the company is doing okay. So it's my responsibility to ensure that the employee relations are going well. Every time I went to the lab, I would see Tan, and we have a chat. How you doing? Everything okay? And he would make us laugh. Even when we have meetings, Tan would make jokes during the meetings as well. On behalf of engineers, and again, I know Scott has already said this, we're gonna miss him as part of the employee. He was a very hardworking employee, and he was always dedicated to his job, and he ensured that he couldn't leave any stones unturned when he had to do his task. So it will be hard to replace him. And we continue to pray for the family and support in any way, emotionally, physically, financially. So just let us know how we can help. We're here, the management team, Nitin and Hong, and they are really supporting you. Jane, Nikki, and the boys. Let us know you have my number. If you need to talk, I'll be available. Okay, and we can meet after all this. So just let us know. We're here for you. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else like to say anything? Okay, basically, we took Tang in when he came to this country as a refugee. We didn't have much money, but he was family. So my son and my daughter was about the same age. So really, instead of being her brother, he became one of our kids. Every time we bought something for our son, we bought something for him. Basically, he was always bragging about his kids. He was always telling me how his daughter was so smart, top of the class, and he loved to be with his boys. And of course, I'm not much of a speaker, so I won't say too many things, but I think if he's looking down right now, he's gonna be happy. He said, if something happens to me, don't give me rice and noodles and stuff on my table. Give me a nice steak and a beer. So hopefully he's looking down right now and says, look, they did what I said. So I have to say, God bless Tang and God bless his family. Amen.
Good afternoon. My name is Kim Trương. I am his sister. When I left Vietnam long years ago, around 1960 something, he wasn't born. So 1982, when Saigon collapsed in 1975, finally they escaped Vietnam, and we get sponsoring him come to the United States, March 18, 1982. Just as my husband said, we're not wealthy, but we're happy. So we took him in, raised him just like one of our child. And I'm the one in the family discipline. I'm the one who wears black hair. He's a nice guy. So even recently, when I talk to him, it's just like a teenager. Or I will hit him, my husband say, look, he's 50 years old. And I say, he was? Or if he says something, I say, look, I'm doing talking. When your turn comes, I call your name. But he will open his heart, kindness, and he will help anyone. So, therefore, I will like for you to remember, he's a good man, decent man, a family man. And he would not disappoint me. He tried to do what my expectation. So therefore, 2 weeks ago, before he passed, he come to the house, my husband say, Tang, go there and shop. It's not for you, for your kids. And he says, arguing back and forth. And I said, Tang, can you listen to him one time? So he left. That's the last time we spoke. And then I spoke with him on last Friday. Yeah. He not on the ICU, he's out. And I said, Tang, how are you doing, man? He said, boring, I'm watching TV. You know, and I can feel he had a little short breath. as a time called the nurse in. You need to call the nurse in for help. So they put him back that night to ICU again. And his daughter, because they limited, make them call in, only wife can call in. So Nikki relayed to me what the doctor said. First, she said that the lungs were damaged. And I said, oh, that's not good news. And then about 7 o'clock, he said the kidney began to shut down. That's not good news. So finally, about 11:55 or 12, Nikki said, and that'd be passed. But we raised him just like our son. I'm tough on him because in the family he's the older one. He's supposed to look after my younger kids. So he always look after my kids. He's always there for my kids. So thanks. I'm sorry I'm too rough on you. Rest in peace. And we will miss you dearly. And I love you. Thank you so much. By the way, one more thing. I really appreciate the company show up and show support to our family. And not anyone to describe that I greatly appreciate you all come here to share this for the last time. So again, I thank you. Wait a minute. Can you wait for a minute? Nhớ, tức là con phải cúi đầu chào người ta đúng không người ta? This is the way in my culture say, con cúi đầu xuống. And we as a family, we thank you for you coming in. In the years, would you work hard, spend your time, and I show up this room to show about time, and that's the priceless to us. One more time, the Trương family, I greatly appreciate your show up this occasion, set occasion. So one more time, Barrett, thank you so much. So maybe you can, if anyone can go through My sister-in-law very shy. She don't speak much. So on the behalf that I greatly appreciate for her, but you know the stage she in. So I hope you all understand that.
I just wanted to say one last thing. Because Tang was the sole provider to his family, we set up a GoFundMe. The company set up a GoFundMe, and we also shared it on Facebook as well. Any financial support will be really helpful for the wife and the children. You see that the kids are really young, so anything will be really helpful to support the family. Okay? Thank you. That's all I need to talk. She's not working. She's a stay-at-home mom. So it's gonna be a roller coaster, but we're gonna do whatever we need to do to help them out. Okay? Thank you.
So this actually concludes if anybody would like to come up.
So we are Todd's neighbors. We have been all living in the neighborhood together for 10 years. And you talk about a good man, a good man. We want to let you all know that we are here to support you in any way that you need us. He's going to be sadly missed. I mean, we had good times. good times. He's going to be sadly missed. However, whatever his family needs, we are going to be there. He was a good guy. A good guy.
I know a lot of you guys know Tang and about his family life from working with him, but we got to see that day-to-day interaction. Got to see him beaming how happy and proud he was of Nikki for how good she did in school. Got to see him come home from work, grab his glove, and get so excited because Junior was going to play baseball. And I tell you what, we would give him, he was on my son's team this year outside of being neighbors, and we'd tell him, Tom, don't come. Send your wife, don't come, because whenever you don't come, Junior does better. You're stressing him out. But he could not wait to get home, get out there, grab his glove, play catch with them. He'd get out there, get Eli, have him running, with the soccer ball. Outside of that, we have something that's not normal, that you don't normally find in the neighborhood. And we're family. And we'll always be there for them. We all have I don't know if Tang ever talked about it, I got a barbecue for my neighbors this weekend. He'd be like, hey, okay, I'm a barbecue. Tang, you can't cook at 10. That's still morning. I'm just going to fire up the pit. Just going to get it started. And so we'd come up together as a neighborhood. Mom would make sure that she'd bring out drinks every now and then, make sure Tang was good. But it's just, he was such a family man. Outside of what y'all saw, we saw that. He was part of our family. I'm a single mom with 2 kids. He'd be like, hey, it's raining, I had a leak, are you good? Do I need to come over and fix something? No, we're good. He'd mow his yard, and I'd be like, oh man, now I gotta mow my yard. Y'all know about them. It looks, if Tang's yard's mowed, then I probably missed 2 mows. Right. So I just wanted to say that from the perspective of, not the work relationship of where he talks about his family, but actually seeing it every single day. He lived for his family. That was his pride and joy. He just started taking junior camp, and I'm so excited about that. So I just wanted to share those memories, and we'll be here for you guys, day or night, whatever you need.
Well, my name's Jenny, and we were all a part of it. We used to call ourselves the Driveway Divas, and Tang was our, he was part of the whole. And my daughter Lauren and Nikki grew up together. And every family vacation that they took as children, Lauren was right there with them. Tang always made it a point to bring her. And from the time that they were 4 or 5 years old, they learned to ride bikes together. Tang was out there, wouldn't let them be girls. Get back on the bike. He was a great guy. The last time I really, got to talk to him, he had come over to get the air pump for the balls. And I had a wasp nest up by the door. And I said, ooh, watch them wasps. And he goes, watch this. And he takes the air pump and just hits the wasp, and they go everywhere. And he runs and laughs. And I'm like, it's not funny. I haven't forced the glove in. He just thought it was great. But anytime we needed anything, your dad was always there. He was such a great guy. And your family, my other daughter, from day one, you've always been, other daughter. And your brothers, we're here for you, girl. If you need to just come over, the door's always open. You just walk through the door. If you just, need to clear your head. And we love you very much. And your dad will be greatly missed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you're done. All right.